I'm originally from Montreal, born in Montreal, so is my father, and my grandfather was born there. We settled in Quebec in 1783. And after a year, I was playing baseball in the park in Westmount, and this Al Rogers came down from Saskatoon, and he said, "If you'd like to go to Scotland, you've been recommended." And I said, "Well, he bugged me for about an hour. I guess I can afford another year," and it's changed my whole life. Well, I first go over in 1950, August 1950, the Fife Flyers. And in those days, we sailed across the Atlantic. We didn't fly across. It took 7 days to come across and let us off the boat at Greenock and then by bus to Kirkcaldy. And that's arriving there. So this is my line mate from Sharon Blair from Calgary. This is my centerman, Al Capone from Saskatoon. And I was a right winger. And this was Jim Morrison, a defenseman from Ontario. Well, I played right wing, and when I first came on, I played right wing. But after I was hurt, and I came back in the late '60s, when I was asked to coach the Flyers, I played sometimes center, sometimes right wing, sometimes defense, varied. And certain games you played well, certain games you didn't. It depends who you're on the ice with. If you were a good player, you played better because they know how to pass the puck. And I'm here. That's Jerry Hudson from Ontario, Gannoque, Sam McDonald from Perth, Eni Forbes, Roy Reid, Vern Gregor from Toronto, myself, Joe McIntosh. He's from Perth. Jimmy Spence, yeah. And Bill Snedden. These are St. Louis Blues. That's the nearest thing I can get for the Flyers. I got these in from Montreal because in the early days there was no manufacturers in Scotland, so they came from Montreal. When I was coaching the Flyers, I built up the championship team. I believed in 3 lines because you don't get with 2 lines you don't get a proper recovery time. You need 3 lines. And I started the Kestrels to use as a farm team, but I couldn't, so that's when I brought Chick Cottrell up and Gordon Lant up to the Flyers. And that's how I worked, and I believed in, as I said, I believed in 3 lines, give everybody a chance, they were paid to play hockey, so I had to use a bit of psychology. So I don't believe in dressing down a player if he makes a mistake in front of another players or sitting on the bench. I didn't believe in that. You get some coaches who do. If you make a mistake, you sit on the bench or they yell at you. That's not my philosophy. Well, being associated with the team for so long, and to see the improvement at Kirkcaldy Ice Rink, and it's it sort of peps me up a bit. Well, I love the rink. That's why I've put so much energy in the early days, just to coach the kids and coach the team, and just something. And for an old rink, it's well presented now, seats and the clock in the middle. It reminds me of the Montreal-born, the hockey night. It's a lot faster now. But in the old days, you couldn't pass over the blue line. No helmets, straight blades, which was good for a backhand shot. And then the slap shot came in, and they had to change the rules a bit because the spearing, they would sort of follow through and spear, especially when you played in Glasgow. They used to spear in the stomach and that, so they had to. But now it's a skater's game because they can practically pass the whole length of the ice nearly. Well, I think he's a lovely man. He's a real nice fellow. He's from Western Canada, and people from Western Canada are genuine, and he's doing a good job here. He's done a very good job. It's not easy coaching a team. It takes a while sometimes to build up a championship team. It took me 3 years to build up the Kestrels. It took me 3 years to build up the Flyers. Because once you have a team on the ice and you're well presented, players want to come to play for you. Like I had Alistair Brennan from Glasgow, Laurie Lovell from Edinburgh, and Stuart Muir and Norrie Borum. They all wanted to. So, but I think Scott's a good coach, and he's a real nice chap. You know. I was very fortunate. I've lived long enough to celebrate because I've had a stroke, I've had a tumour in my stomach, I had a hip and a knee replacement. So I'm very, very fortunate to be able to be here today to have celebrated the 75th anniversary. It gave me great pleasure. I met my wife, Sheena Balfour, was a figure skating champion, 3 times figure skating champion of Scotland, and we got married again this season because due to my injury I had to stay over an extra month or so. But Scotland's given me a good living. I've worked hard, and my 3 children went to university, so I'm quite. And I like the Scottish people, and I like your Collie ice rink. It's something